cleaner. Coming for your Rasta queen. Rape on the washing machine. No use to fight back. MMA. Knock your nigga head like a KKK. Hush your nigga mouth if you can't walk the talk. Smoke. Me running really, really fast. Ginger eye round the back of me black ass. Chasing me like a devil. Pot belly of the beast. Calling me a dickhead, there is no resist. Closing inch by inch. Got me in a pinch. Modern day Scotty Rock a laundry lynch. Assassin hood cleaner. Coming for your Rasta queen. Rape on the washing machine. No use to fight back. MMA. Knock your nigga head like a KKK. Hush your nigga mouth if you can't walk the talk. Smoke. Me running really, really fast. Ginger eye on the back of me black ass. Chasing me like a devil, pot belly of the beast. Calling me a dickhead, there is no resist. Closing inch by inch, got me in a pinch. Modern day Scotty Rock a laundry lynch. Chasing me like a devil, pot belly of the beast. Calling me a dickhead, there is no resist. Oh, close, smoke, me running really, really fast. Ginger eye on the back of me black ass. Chasing me like a devil, pot belly of the beast. Calling me a dickhead, there is no resist. Closing inch by inch, got me in a pinch. Modern day Scotty Rock a laundry lynch.
What is going on, everybody? How we doing today? As usual, hope we're doing well. It is a Wednesday, and we're doing our usual Wednesday stream, and I hope we are going to have a good time tonight. Have a fucking thing here. Like, I keep shit on my desk, obviously, and, every time I open my thing up, I'm like, oh, fuck, there's always something here. Like, there's a battery. This is a battery. Fucking... And I'm like, dude, that's getting on my fucking nerves, dude. That's getting on my fucking nerves, man. But anyway, what's going on, Joe Rogers? What's going on, Laksu Mansu? What's going on, Butthole? Hope you're all doing well today. Neat song, yes. I already mentioned it, but and some guy made it. It's an AI song. And it came out really good. I really, really like it, so I wanted to use it. And I've been meaning to switch it over for a little while now, but I just never got around to it. And I finally did a couple of streams ago. Yes, we're going reggae, going that roots reggae, boomba clot. How was Patty's Day, Mick? It was all right, you know. Like it's, you know, it just is what it is. You know, I take it as a day to celebrate my Irish heritage, and I usually do a St. Patrick's Day stream every year, and I don't know, I guess this is kind of the stream a little bit, I guess, but I don't have anything really huge planned. I've just been so swamped with a bunch of stuff, and also, I've just been fucking swamped is what it is. You know, I did have a couple. Well, Conor McGregor liked one of my tweets. I was when I saw this, I was like, that can't be the real thing, and then it actually was. Let me pull the picture up real quick. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah. Doing a great job of actually being able to show you. But yeah, Conor McGregor liked one of my tweets. I thought that was really cool. And what it was, and I'll also show you guys what I had for dinner. doesn't look the best, does not look the best, but this is boxty as well as boiling bacon. Uh, a lot of people, when they think of Ireland and specifically Irish food, they think of corned beef and hash. Not corned beef and hash. Excuse me, corned beef and cabbage. And actually, it was bacon and cabbage is what it was. Some people say lamb, but I heard it was bacon and cabbage. And what happened was when the Irish came to America, they settled around a bunch of Jewish people, specifically in New York, and they would go to Jewish delis to get meat. And well, Jews that keep kosher, they don't do the whole bacon thing. So the next best thing was corned beef, which that was the first time I made boiling bacon, specifically in that quantity, like a 2 pound slab of it. It came out pretty good. It's one of those things. It's like very salty, so you have to brine it. Or debrine it, excuse me. And as long as you debrine it, it actually is pretty good. I didn't even have to season it or anything like that. It comes out kind of chewy. There's a little bit of a bounce to it, but it's not a bad chewy. And excuse me, jeez, it was just nice, it was just nice. I liked it. The box tea, I've actually made that on stream before, and I had a really good time making it this time because I basically perfected it. At least for me, the times that I made it on stream, there was always something wrong, but now I know exactly how I have to make it so that it comes out the way that it's supposed to, and it was really good. The box tea was really good last night, right, baby? She can't hear me. She's ignoring me. She's ignoring me. She's like, I don't want to hear your shit. No, but it was good. It was good. I had a good time with it. Um, but yeah, Conor McGregor liked one of my tweets, and it was because I was talking about the difference between, basically the difference between how people in the cities in Ireland view the Irish versus people on the countryside who view the Irish. And I think this is a really important thing to understand. Because if there's one thing you'll see on the internet, it's a lot of Irish people who they are basically. I compared them to like Stavros Halkias, or maybe like a Chapo Trap House kind of deal, right? You have Chapo Trap House dudes that are leftists, but they say retard sometimes, so I guess that means they're like tough. They're like, I'm not a snowflake. I call people gay, like that type of shit. Um, that's essentially what you get in cities in Ireland like Dublin and Limerick and stuff like that. And that's actually the tweet that Conor McGregor liked. I made multiple tweets about Irish identity, and that was the first one. The one that I was, the one that McGregor liked, where I was talking about, like, look, the only people in Ireland who really dislike the Irish diaspora is what people are calling it now, I guess. The only people who dislike Irish Americans in Ireland are the people who are like the dirtbag left type guys. Like they listen to Chapo Trap House. Like I said, they're left wing, and they want to see their wives get fucked by a Somalian, but it's okay because they call people retarded sometimes. That type of shit, you know. Um, and a lot of people agreed with me. Of course, a lot of people disagreed with me, and it was all the same type of person who disagreed with me. It was that exact kind of, yeah, I'm from Limerick. Yeah, I'm from Limerick. I can't do the accent right now. I'm too tired. But like, some fucking asshole from like Limerick, the city, who he like he thinks because he can get shawarma on like a street corner in Limerick, that means like, oh, dude, we need to import as many fucking immigrants as possible and dilute the Irish identity and heritage, you know? Um, at the end of the day, like, even someone like me who was born in America who has never been to Ireland, I'm more Irish than some fucking Somalian who was born in Ireland. And that's one of those things where it's a point of contention because, like, on one hand, culture, if we're being honest here, not all of it, but a good deal of it is material. It is materialistic, right? Boxty, for instance. I didn't know boxty was a thing until I started looking into it, right? Boiling bacon, right? I'd never had boiling bacon before then. And there's other aspects of it that, yes, there is sort of a materialistic aspect to it, but at the same time, being Irish is not just consuming product. That's not what it is, you know. I think those two things are intertwined, and what it is that a lot of people want to make it so that the only way you can be Irish is if you have like a fucking passport and you grew up watching like whatever cartoon they had in Ireland that they don't really have elsewhere and stuff like that. And that's just not the way it works at all, you know. I share DNA with an entire country of people. That's it's like we are an ethnic subgroup, you know. And I'm a mutt too, right? I'm not full Irish. I'm Italian. I'm a few different things, but I inherited my father's legacy as a Sullivan. You know, who he inherited his father's legacy as a Sullivan, so on and so forth. You know, you inherit your father's legacy. Any nation, any society, any civilization that has been successful, or at the very least that has not completely fallen apart at one point or another and been relegated to the dustbin of history, it is a society uh, that is masculine, and that you as a son inherit your father's legacy. If you were a woman, you marry into another family and you inherit that legacy in a sense, you know. Um, yeah, there's a lot of stupidity regarding that. Hold on one sec. I gotta switch something over. There we go. What's going on, Smart Moron? This new season is a home run. They've got dancing male strippers. Oh, that's fucking crazy. Yeah, we'll watch a little bit of Fish Tank because why not? You know. But I really haven't watched it all this season. I popped into the what's it called? I popped into the chat either today or yesterday. I don't even remember what day. But you know, I popped in for like 2 seconds just to see like what it was like. Um, but yeah, back to the Irish thing, right? Like it bothers me because as somebody who has tried his best to delve into the heritage, both past and present, as a means of getting in touch with it and understanding it and helping to propagate and preserve it, it bothers me when I'm in Brockton, Massachusetts, and I bump into some guy who's white, but he dresses, talks, and acts black, and he's like, yo, dude, are you fucking Irish, dude? Dude, I'm full-blooded Irish, dude. I fucking love Ireland, dude. Like that shit is really really annoying. And they all look the same, they all dress the same. They have not even snapbacks. They do like fitted caps with a flat brim. That shit sucks and it gets on my nerves too. The other thing I can't stand is the dude who like he does Batteract, right? Which is Irish stick fighting, and he can't just do Irish stick fighting. He's got to dress up in the suspenders with like a dress shirt practically, and the pants he's wearing, they're breeches. They're like they're those pants that only go down past the knee, and to make up for it, he's got stockings on like that shit. Wearing a scally cap like that shit. No, 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 no. I hate that shit. I can't stand it. You know, I would love to learn Irish stick fighting at some point. You will never catch me wearing that kind of garb. It will never fucking happen. I promise you. I promise you. And if you catch me wearing that shit, you should jump me. Everybody who's here right now, all six of you need to get on planes and fly out to me and start beating the fuck out of me. Now there's five of you. Now there's five of you. You know, at least watching on YouTube. That says I have 11 viewers total with 5 watching on YouTube. But that shit really is annoying, and I don't like that either. However, there's a difference between me and someone like those two archetypes that you see. You know, and I am an American. I don't claim to be Irish. However, I am an American of Irish descent, and there's nothing wrong with me taking pride in that, and there's nothing wrong with me wanting to get in touch with my culture and my heritage, you know? Um, what it is there's a lot of people out there, specifically left wingers, who, because they don't like Israel, and like I'm not even saying I like Israel, but because they don't like Israel, they're gonna sit there and they're gonna be like, oh well, you Yanks are helping Israel, so you're all bad. You're not really Irish because you don't let black men fuck your wife. Like that type of shit is just so fucking gay. It's so fucking annoying, you know? Um, But yeah, like they call us plastic patties, and it's funny to me because there's a certain plastic aspect to a lot of these leftists. Because you have two main types of Irish leftist. One of them is the kind of guy who, like I said, it's that Nick Mullen, and I like Nick Mullen, but like that Nick Mullen, Stavros Halkias, Chapo Trap House, dirtbag left kind of guy, right? Doesn't really believe in anything, thinks everything is fucking stupid, but because the current societal trends are saying, hey, like the quote unquote good guys, they let immigrants destroy their neighborhoods and shit like that. They're like, oh well, actually they're more Irish than you are. They're more Irish than you. Like, you got that kind of person, but then you also have on the other side of that, you have the kind of guy or girl who, like, they're really big into pre-colonial Ireland, back when, like, they worshipped the Morrigan and other shit like that, you know. Back when Samhain was actually like a big thing. Fucking um, those kinds of people are annoying as fuck because it's just another kind of plastic patty sort of thing. Instead of it being, oh, hey, that's not our culture, this is actually what our culture is. It's, oh, hey, your minstrel show of what it is to be Irish is not actually accurate, and we hate you for it. My minstrel show version of what it is to be Irish. I mean, great example, right? I use this example on Twitter. I'm not gonna go looking up the channel because I don't feel like doing that. I can find my tweet a lot easier, right? Um, Come on, bada bing, bada boom. Here we go. This right here, like this frumpy, probably lesbian who calls herself an Irish witch, who, I listened to this. I didn't listen to the whole hour. I listened to the first like 5 minutes, and she's immediately talking about inclusivity and all this other stuff, right? This is a minstrel. This is a joke. This is an insult to what it is to be Irish. But because she's from Ireland, she thinks that she's better than the guys who, again, like, I'll look this one up, right? Um, like again, like this chick thinks she's any better than this dude when really they're exactly the fucking same. Ireland is not a place where paganism is a thing anymore. We don't know anything about it. It's literally like any kind of witchcraft, any kind of Irish or even like druidic paganism from the British Isles as a whole. We don't fucking know anything about it because they didn't write anything down and the religion went extinct. So this woman is sitting here making shit up and slapping green onto her videos, and you're supposed to believe that she's a representation of what Ireland is and what it is to be Irish. A lot of these people, they're just revisionists, you know. When they think of Brehon Law, I still don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I'm pretty sure it is Brehon Law, but pardon me. Pardon me, I am a Yankee after all. They think that that was like some kind of feminist utopia type deal where like women were actually the leaders of society, and they were the warriors. They were the warriors and the druids and the leaders, and they were absolutely positively, uh, life was perfect. There was nobody wanted for anything, and it's all because society was woman led. You get a lot of that shit with the noble savage mythology of Ireland. You know, you get a lot of specifically women who are like, "Oh no, but I am a I am a Celtic woman with my wild hair, and I will not be quiet." And it's like, yo, you fucking idiot. You fucking moron, you know? So I have these kinds of people trying to tell me what it is and is not to be Irish, saying that I am not Irish. And it's like I said, yes, I am an American. I don't claim to be an Irish citizen or even an Irish national. However, I am Irish by blood, and that means something. just because I didn't grow up watching whatever gay cartoons you watched, you know, whatever cartoons that were probably so shit that 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 nobody else wanted to watch them, you know? Just because I didn't grow up watching those, all right? I grew up on real cartoons like Hey Arnold and SpongeBob, all right? That doesn't mean I'm any less Irish than like a fucking Somalian or anything like that. I am 1,000,000% more Irish. Ireland is a folk. Ireland is a people. You know, it is a spiritual one being, I guess you could say. You know, Scott didn't watch Dustin the Turkey. Yeah, that was the thing. That was the thing that was like I saw that on the fucking thing. Some fucking asshole was like, "Oh, you're not Irish if you didn't grow up jacking off in Donegal. If you didn't watch Dustin the Turkey, that means you're not Irish." And it's like, I don't think that's how it works. What if I was born in Ireland and I thought Dustin the Turkey sucked, so I just didn't bother watching? What about that one? You know, what if I had better things to do than to do the things that you're claiming make me Irish? You know? Oh, excuse me. It's like I said, it's a thing, it's a situation where um a lot of people on the left, and I'm not saying right wingers themselves don't like believe that to some degree either. I had right wingers who were like, "Yeah, you're not Irish and the Somalians are not Irish." And it's like I can at least respect that, right? But to have these left wingers be like, "Oh, actually, the Somalians are more Irish than you." It's like, no, you know, fuck no. I could be born in a pool. That doesn't make me a fish, you know. Fucking, I'm sitting here. I want to honor the culture and the heritage. I want to propagate it. I want to immerse myself in it, and I want my children, who are also gonna be mutts, even worse than me, but they're still gonna be Irish, and they're still gonna carry my name. Excuse me. Um, like I want them to be immersed in the culture. And some fucking asshole from Somalia who hates Ireland and hates the Irish people are supposed to be like, "Oh no, actually they're more Irish than you." It's like, no, they're not. They don't want to be Irish. Some fucking Nigerian dickhead, go back to fucking Nigeria. You know? And I say the same thing to anybody here who comes here but then wants to be like, "Actually America's bad." It's like, well, what do you get the fuck out? You know? Send all the fucking Somalians in Minnesota back. Same thing with the ones in Maine. A lot of people don't realize there's a lot of Somalians up in like Lewiston, Maine, like that kind of area. They got put there by Obama because he saw that Maine was a fucking like 98 or 99% white state, and he said, "Oh no, we can't have that. We can't have that one." Now let me be clear. We need Somalians in Maine, one of the coldest states in the union. Let me be clear. Fucking, it's like, dude, get the fuck out of here, you know? Christianity in Ireland has a bloody history. Of course it does. You know, of course it does. What's it called? Oh man, like people, fucking people people invented buddy Jesus in the 1960s, you know, the 1950s and 1960s. They invented buddy Jesus. I saw something where there was some kind of like revival type shit where there was a bunch of people sitting on the ground at a coffee shop and they were singing like praise the Lord and shit like that. And it's like, look, like there's worse ways to spend your time. I don't want to hate on this completely and totally. However, what you did was you let the hippies take your religion and say, "Nah, man, actually, man, Jesus was like a Buddha type guy, man. Like he wanted you to achieve nirvana, man. That's what it was, man. You know, if you smoke this DMT, that's what Jesus wanted, man." And either A, that's exactly what that type of shit was in that video, or B, it was a situation where these people tried to take that type of shit back and make it actually about Jesus again. And the thing is That's not how it works. I actually, the only other church that I've gone to, I don't know what kind of church it was, but it was, a Protestant branch. And when I say the only other church, I've been to like 3 or 4 churches in my life. And one of them was not a Catholic church. I went there and basically tried it out with my parents once. And I actually knew the pastor. He's a great guy. I love the hell out of that dude. But his thing was just not my thing. However, one thing that I held on to was that if you take, and he specifically said this. He said, look, if you take a dirty sock and a clean sock and you put them together, you don't get 2 clean socks. You just now have 2 dirty socks. So stay away from the dirt. Stay away from the dirtiness. And that's essentially what it is they tried to take a dirty sock and make it into a clean sock without washing it, and they didn't. And well, now they're just dirty socks is what it is. It's you know but it is what it is. The troubles, yeah, and that's, yeah. I mean, the thing about the troubles, and the thing about the Irish Protestant thing in Ireland is that it actually does not matter as much as people would like to believe. What it really comes down to is unionist versus loyalist. Um, or fuck, I always get the name that they called each other confused, right? Sometime like, yeah, I always get the names on that one confused, right? But what I'm saying is the people who wanted republicanism, Irish republicanism. So maybe it was the Republicans versus the Unionists, or the Republicans versus the Loyalists, or something like that. But the people who wanted the Republic versus the people who wanted to stay a part of the United Kingdom, right? That's really what it was. I mean, religion was a part of that. Don't get me wrong, but it was really, it was it, religion played a part, but more so about what side you would take in that fight. That's really the part that religion plays in that. Because the thing is, if you were a Protestant, you were probably going to want to stay with the United Kingdom. If you were a Catholic, you were more likely to want a united Ireland. So that's why the IRA would, like, say, bomb a fucking Protestant bar or a Protestant hangout or something like that. It wasn't even necessarily that they were like, oh, hey, we don't like Protestants. It's that, well, I mean, a lot of these Protestants just happen to also want to stay with the United Kingdom. So if we bomb a Protestant bar, we're probably going to hit some people who want to be in the United Kingdom. So let's go. And it also happened the other direction too. The Protestants would go after Catholic stuff, not because they were like, yeah, you damn Catholics, but because they were like, oh, like, well, the Catholics want to secede from the Union. Secede from the Union. They want to secede from the United Kingdom. So let's go after them. Hey man, I came for the Gypsy versus Super Hot Fire fight and subbed. Keep up the good work. Hey, thank you very much, Versailles Garza 974. I appreciate that. Thank you for popping in tonight. Unjustified action against the Catholics. Let us have all the cats we let us have all the cats we want. Yeah, but yeah, like I having spoken to Irish people who were alive for the Troubles, having looked into it myself on my own time, if there's one thing I'm pretty sure of, it's that it was not really about anything other than trying to liberate the 6 counties from the rule of the crown. That's really it. That's really all it was. Um, Everything else was peripheral. Maybe it came into play in one way or another, but it was peripheral. It wasn't really about like communism versus anti-communism, or Catholicism versus Protestantism, or anything like that. It really wasn't that. And a lot of people would join up with their respective side, not because they were like, I'm gonna defend the Protestant church, but because they were like, yo, I am a United Kingdom citizen. I am a subject of the crown. I don't want to become a citizen of Ireland. and I'm gonna try to stop that. So I'm gonna join the UVF. That's kind of the way it went. And then you have people who are like, yeah, don't really give a fuck about this communism bullshit. Um, I'm just tired of like, I'm tired of the repression. I want the 6 counties to be a part of the republic, right? I want the 6 counties to be a part of Ireland proper. Therefore, I guess I'm gonna join the Provo IRA. You know. But yeah, sorry, just looking around here. Like I could have done a much better job of explaining all of that, but it is what it is. The bottom line is like I'm an American, I'm of Irish heritage, and I am proud of that Irish heritage. That's no reason to down me because I didn't watch Dustin the Turkey growing up, or I didn't play I didn't do hurling or some other shit like that, right? I am of Irish descent. I may not be an Irish citizen, but there is a piece of my heart that belongs to Ireland, and because of that, I want to do right by the culture and by the heritage. And yes, that means I am more Irish than a fucking Somalian who's born there from an asylum seeking liar. Somebody who didn't need to seek asylum, but they just wanted free shit, so they went there and they popped out a kid, and now that kid grows up thinking, nah, man, Nigeria is better. This place sucks. I hate the Irish. Your culture's backwards to me, and I fucking hate it. Um, it doesn't matter. Ireland is not products. Ireland is not TV shows. Ireland is not even just food. Those things can play into it, but Ireland is a people. It's a folk. It's a tradition. It's a spiritual state of being that you cannot just decide you are one day. You know. And you can have some people who, like there's a lot of Polish in Ireland, or when the Vikings came, a lot of them actually assimilated into Irish culture. Yeah, I would consider, say, a MacGregor, for instance. MacGregor is actually a Viking Irish name. It's a Norse Irish name. I would consider them, yeah, they're fucking Irish. But some Somalian, even if he tries to embrace the culture, I can appreciate the attempt. I can appreciate the attempt, but he's never going to be any kind of Irish. Same thing with those Japanese people. I saw videos going around where there were these Japanese people who were doing Irish folk music on like the instruments that you would usually see, right? They had fucking accordions, the fiddle, shit like that. Um, that's really nice. I like that, and I can appreciate that they're doing that, but they're not Irish. That's just the way it is, you know. What are you gonna do, you know? It's you get a lot of people who they're just scumbags, and again, like I said, dirtbag lefty types who they hate everything and they hate everyone, including themselves, and their way of trying to make up for that is being like, actually, no, dude, immigrants welcome, or you're gay. They think because they call people gay or retarded, that makes them like not like annoying shit lib snowflake types, you know. You got them, and they want to try and act like they're all punk rock about it. Like, hey, fuck you, you're not a fucking fucking Irish. Fuck. They think tough talk is just saying fuck all the time. You know, you're not a fucking Irish, man. You're a fucking Yank. Fuck you. That's their idea of like of tough talk, of tough talk. Yeah, you better not mess with me. I'll say fuck. I'll say fuck a ton. Yeah, that's right. Um, that shit is like disgusting. And then of course, like I said, you have the other side of it. The actually Brown Law was like feminist and it was really good, and I'm an Irish witch and I'm all about inclusivity, and it's really good to have a bunch of immigrants come in and completely dilute the culture and kill people and rape people in my country. It's actually a really good thing. And we should go back to pre-colonial England times. And no, I'm totally not a LARPer. I'm totally not a LARPer. Definitely not. No way. Those they suck. Honestly, I would even say I'm more Irish than this fucking bitch right here. I would. Fuck it. I'm more Irish than somebody like that. To her, this. Ireland is a minstrel show to her. Ireland is a minstrel show. Like I said, she's the type of person who thinks pre-colonial Ireland was like some big like women ruled Ireland and Ireland was the best. It was so good it got colonized multiple times by different groups of people. You know? Like this woman is not Irish. She's just really good at playing the part. She's really good at sounding like she's from some Irish place. She's really good at trying to convince you that she knows anything about a religion which does not exist anymore. So she literally just made everything up. She made everything up, you know? She made it's all made up. We don't know anything about what the Druids did. We don't know anything about fucking pre-colonial religion in Ireland. We know a little bit. We know a little bit, right? But not enough for her to be like, actually, I'm a witch. It's like, no, you're a faker. You're a faker, you know. Anyway, um, I get the last stream was big, but God, there was so many insufferable people last time. Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, for sure, 100%. You know, that just comes with the territory. You know, it's. I think I tried to say it last time, but I think I didn't do a very good job. If you ever think that people who have a low IQ either don't exist or it's not that noticeable, go into the comment section of a YouTube video where somebody is reacting to a video. It is very obvious that's what they're doing. They make no bones about what they're doing. They're going to have to pause the video and do a little bit of talking, or they're going to have to talk over what is in the video and watch how many people are like, dude, shut up. Dude, shut up and play the video, dude. Dude, nobody cares about you. Play the video. You could literally like it was Aiden Ross's kick stream. You could have gone to kick.com and looked up Aiden Ross on the website and he would have fucking you would have been able to find it. It would have been all good. But there genuinely are so many fucking people out there. There's so many fucking people out there who are just absolutely wastoid levels of stupid. And I don't say that. I don't say that as like a denigrating thing. Like, you fucking idiot. You're fucking stupid, dude. That's not even how I mean that. What I mean is they genuinely, truly do not have the IQ to be able to function the way that you or I might function, you know? And it's like, holy balls, you know? When you start looking at the world as an IQ problem, when you start looking at the world when you start looking at the world through the lens of IQ and people having either high or low IQ, and then of course the cursed midwits, right? When you look at it through that lens, you realize just how much shit is explained by people genuinely being dumb. And again, I don't mean that as like a denigrating thing. I don't mean to say that as like the way some stupid bitch in her 40s on Facebook shares stuff. It's like minion memes that say like, I don't have an anger problem. I have a stupid people problem. Like that type of shit. I don't even mean it that way. It's just genuinely like people with poor emotional control probably also have a low IQ. People who are impatient probably have a low IQ. These are not things that don't connect. They connect like that. They connect like that. That's how they connect. That's how they fucking connect, you know? And it's just like, holy balls, man, you know? I'm one of those people occasionally. I mean, that's another thing. But by the way, what's going on, Dismodu Mohammed Sullivan? What's going on, Dismodu? Walking, watching on Kick. Yeah, I'm gonna jump in. I'm gonna jump in Fish Tank soon. In the next like 5 or 10 minutes, I'll jump in and we'll watch a little bit of Fish Tank. Um, what was I gonna say? I was in the middle of oh yeah, like that's another thing about IQ that a lot of people get wrong is the idea that like because you have a high IQ, you got to bat 1,000. You know, you can never miss, can never mess up, you know? And if you mess up, well, then it must mean you're stupid, you know? Me personally, I know I have like a decently high I know I have a decently high IQ. I've been tested before. I scored 476 is what I scored. So take that to the bank. Totally legit number. No, but I don't know exactly what I scored, but I was told like, "Yo, your IQ is actually like really high." I should have asked him, "Really? What number?" you know? But I was tested in high school specifically, right? Um but um like me personally, I'm not constantly, and the reason why I just paused there is because I was like, how am I going to explain this without sounding like a dickhead? But you know, there's no way to talk about yourself, especially when you're like, I'm fucking smart, without sounding like a dickhead. You know, that's just the way it's gonna be. That's just what it's gonna be. But um, I'm not constantly trying to use my fucking computing power because that would get really tiring. I'm just walking around constantly like, yes, mentalist. No, I save the effort for when it actually matters, for when I need to run circles around somebody, for when I need to win an argument and things like that, you know? When I see somebody trying to come at me in a way that it's like, oh, this is do or die. I'm about to get fired from my job. I need to kick it into gear or some other shit like that. Yeah, like that's when my IQ comes out. When I'm just chilling and some fucking asshole starts like coming at me out of nowhere and there's nothing on the line, it's just like, oh, this guy fucking sucks. I don't know why he's acting this way. No, I'm like, what am I gonna do? Start like fucking like that's a stupid time to try and be Mr. Smart Guy, right? Um, you know, there's a difference between intelligence and effort. A lot of people are not that intelligent, but they're constantly putting in a ton of effort, and that's where you get guys who like they know 101 weird, wacky Harry Potter facts, and they're always trying to share them with you. Or like somebody who, and Sam Hyde talked about this before. He talked about people who they may have like an 85 IQ, but if they dedicate all 85 of those IQ points and all fucking three of their chromosomes, and they fucking like really like dedicate them. They really fucking dedicate them to fucking you over. They may find a way to come off like some kind of super genius when in reality, like I said, they're just trying really hard and you're not constantly walking around ready for conflict. So they were able to catch you off guard, you know? Um it's there's a lot of people out there who are like that. They're not that smart, but because they're always trying to shit stir, they may seem like they're a lot more intelligent than they actually are. Um, Communism never fucking works. Nope, not even a little bit. Not even a fucking little bit. You know. Oh man, I wish communism worked. That'd be great. That'd be fantastic if communism could work. Why would you not be a communist if communism could work? It would be great. Like what? You just get to sit around all day, barely do work, and get whatever the hell you feel like you need. That sounds awesome, you know. But it doesn't work because people are just shit. You know, people suck. It is what it is. You know. Um, there's this one dude, Salty C Word. He'll play 20 seconds of a 2-minute Twitter vid and talk for 11 minutes without finishing the video. Oh man, yeah. Oh yeah. You know, I'm guilty of that too. I'm guilty of that too. I won't lie. I won't lie. I wanna show you guys something before I hit the fish tank. I'll go ahead and I'll pull up fish. Oh, F. I just did F. I'm so used to fish tank being in my search history. I haven't really paid attention to fish tank for a while because you know like fucking whatever. Like I've kind of moved on. It's not that I wouldn't. It's not that I wouldn't go back if they asked me, but they're one most likely not going to ask me, and then two, um, like fucking even if they were like, I'm not going to sit around like and try to be the fish tank guy or anything like that, you know. I've made it no secret that I'm not exactly happy with how I was treated regarding season 3. And then there were some things that happened with There were some things that happened with blood games that I was like, all right, I don't like the vibe here, you know. I don't hate anybody. I'm not even really mad. It's just like whatever. If that's the way it's gonna be, then you know, don't expect me to be fucking like waiting on the call. Not that I think they're like upset that I'm not waiting on the call, but you know, like whatever. You know, fuck it. You don't want me around. I don't want to be around. It's that simple. I bought a lot of coins, and I not a lot, but not a lot as in like tons, but a lot as in like I don't know. I guess it was a lot of coins, and I'm really happy about this. I got tons of graded shit. You know, this right here is a wow, a 1978 proof JFK. I'm gonna show you guys some of the stuff because I got so much shit. I got this. I got this. I got bills as well. I got a fucking stamp. I got a gold covered stamp. These shits are mad cool. Real quick. All right, is what I'm gonna show you. This is a Calvin Coolidge $1. A Calvin Coolidge $1. I could give a fuck about Calvin Coolidge, but it's a beautiful thing. A red cent. Graded 70 as well. This is a 2017 is what this is. It's got the shield on it, of course. A 2006. Wow, 2006 fucking. That's beautiful. Oh yeah. Like I said, we're not gonna go over all these. We're not gonna go over all these. You ain't gotta worry about it, you know. But that's fucking beautiful. I love coins so much, man. This is a 1962 graded 66. Fucking, I got a 2017. What is this one? Oh shit. Oh damn. Centavos, Mexican centavos. I got more centavos. Is this a 1972? I have a gem proof. Damn. A 1977 gem. You can literally see the fucking like you can see it's like a mirror looking at it. That's bonkers. I got a few more. All right. Got this bad, Larry. See, the thing is, I'm going to be selling quite a bit of these because I need to make my money back. This is one of the things I'm going to be selling. Then we got a you know, some baby boomer that loves Israel is going to love the fuck out of these. And then a 1 ounce copper round. What's going on, Cherry? How you doing? Fish tank fell off a while ago. I don't know. Did it? I mean, you know, Bam Margera was a pretty big get. Like the last thing I want to do is be a sour grapes motherfucker. And that's why, like I said, I've been very careful even when I am going to share opinions about the way things went down with Fish Tank. I'm very careful not to be like, and fucking Jet Neptune, fuck, dude, he fucking sucks, dude. Dude, he's a piece of shit, dude. Like, I'm very careful not to do that, you know? Look at this. I got two of these bad Larrys. Right? A 1986 $50. I have no clue. I've never seen one of these before, but boy, are they fucking beautiful. These are pretty sick. Go ahead, toss these back in. What else do I want to show you? I'm gonna show you some of the bills that I got because some of the bills I got are like mad fucking cool. I need to find the ones I'm gonna keep. I believe it might not be these ones. Yes, it's gonna be these ones. I'm gonna show you the bills that I'm gonna keep. Okay. Cent francs, 100 francs. This is French currency. Foreign bills are really interesting to me because they always turn out to be very beautiful. I don't think I don't think American money is like shitty necessarily, but there is something a little bit bland about it. All of them being like green, and I know like the $5 bill has the big purple five on it, and you know like the red, the $10 now has like kind of a red tinge to it. But like there's just, I mean, look at this. This is an Irish pound before they introduced the euro into Ireland. This is £1. There is not a single. There is not a. Actually, no. There's two words. There are two words here that are in English. Two English words, and it is legal tender. That's the only English words on this. Oh, you guys are gonna love this one. Bank of fucking Jamaica. They got white dudes on Jamaican money. That was the fucking sickest shit. We got, I believe this is Kazakh. I believe this is Kazakhstani money. That's crazy. French are good. They helped a lot back then. Hell yeah. This, fuck, I forget. Oh, yes. Dude. Afghani money. We have fucking Afghani money in this bitch. And then, this is one of my favorites actually, China. I have Chinese money. But yeah, I have so much more shit that I could show you guys. Maybe I'll show it to you later because right now I kind of just want to, you know, I know you guys want to see some of the fish tank stuff. I have not watched any of it so far, so I don't have too much of an opinion or like any knowledge about it. So I guess we can figure it all out. You know, I guess we can figure it all out and you know, do our thing. One moment. But yeah, I'm gonna be selling some of these. If anybody's interested, let me know. Yeah, we can work something out. Every bird upon my word is in trouble. I'm a rebel. Every hen in jail is laying hand grenades over there, sir. I do declare, sir. I've also taken up before we get to the fish tank, I've also taken up coin roll hunting. One of the cheapest ways to get silver, I just figured this out, is to do coin roll hunting. And what that is you get rolls of coins, rolls of $50, and you search them for any coins that were made before 1971. So from 1964 to 1970, there is silver in the coins. From 1964 and before, whether it's a Kennedy $50, a Franklin $50, or if it's any other kind of $50, those are 90% silver. They call it junk silver. Sometimes they call it Constitution silver, but it's silver nonetheless. And if you get roughly $1.40's worth of coins that are 90% silver, that is 1 ounce of silver. But from 1965 to 1970, they are 40%. So, you know, like there's still silver in there. It's just not as much silver content, but there's still silver in there. I actually just decided one day randomly to grab some coin rolls, and I found a 1968 silver coin. I'll show you guys real quick. I bought this one. This is a Liberty $50, and it is one of the most beautiful coins that I have ever seen. This is like the way they used to make coins, and it's got to be because of the silver content. The way they used to make coins was so fucking nice. It's just sick. And then we have this right here. I found this in a coin roll. It's a 1968. So yeah, you know, does it go up in price since it was from the guy from Fish Tank? Yeah. Yeah, I make sure to piss on all the coins. So if you if you want a piss coin from the fish tank guy from season 2, feel free to feel free. I believe it was I'm logging into the fish tank site right now. I just have to make sure. Is this it? Oh, okay. All right, cool. So I logged into the wrong one. I have 2 fish tank accounts, one of which does not have a season pass because what happened was season 1, I got banned for fake doxing the house. I was posting in the what's it called? I was posting in the chat the address for the Gay Head Lighthouse, which is located on Martha's Vineyard, and I thought that was hilarious. And because I was posting an address, they didn't investigate. They were like, "Oh shit, this guy's got to go." They didn't realize it was me, you know. But I did get my account back, you know. I'm curious if I still have I'm curious if I still have green whatever it's called text, as you can see here, right? Taylor has green text. Oh, I guess I do. That's cool. Anyway, so yeah, here we are. If Scott showed up on season 5, they would get 1 million extra views. You know, like I don't saying this out loud is a bad idea because I'm gonna jinx it, and because I'm acknowledging it, there's gonna be people that don't like it. But specifically 4chan, 4chan has definitely softened up about me. More so the people who are like hanging around in the off season, I guess you could say. I'm sure there's people that only go to the 4chan threads when the season's on. But I have a feeling if I showed up, they would be pretty happy about that. The Reddit, fuck the Reddit. I've made no qualms about my feelings for the Reddit. Those guys suck. Same thing with the Kiwi Farms. You know, those guys fucking. It's like all these guys are fans, right? All these people are fans. And I'm not saying all of them or even some of them talked shit about me, but like seeing a lot of the people who did the stream stars, seeing a lot of the people who auditioned, it's like, yo, you guys ain't got shit to say about anybody. I don't know what the fuck you guys think you're doing. Get get the fuck out of here, you know? But yeah, you know, I do have a feeling that people, just for the nostalgia of season 1, 2, and Blood Games, they would be like, "Oh shit, it's fucking Scott." And then as soon as I start like holding pads for, I don't know, Bam Margera or whatever, fucking people be like, "Dude, I fucking hate this guy, dude. I fucking hate this guy. He fucking sucks, dude. He's got no stage presence." That was my favorite one. Contestants page. That was that was my favorite one to hear was yeah. I gotta talk to you guys all about this. That was my favorite one to hear because it's like, yo, what does that even mean? Like what the fuck are you talking about? What does that mean? Stage presence? What are we doing, a play? What you're fucking it's a cope because there's people out there who are like, dude, this guy doesn't say the N-word all the time. Why is he on the fucking edgy N-word show, dude? Why? Dude, I don't like karate, dude. Why is he here? You know? But anyway, so I mentioned on Twitter, these people all remind me of if past contestants had kids with each other, right? This guy right here, this one's actually kind of a tough one. I'm gonna have to think about this one, but this is Haley and Shinji. She's got kind of a Asian look to her, but I would not be surprised if she's Latina. Her name is Anissa. We have Emma, who is definitely Summer, and I'm gonna say John. This is Summer and John. We have Head, who that's Jet. and that's Jet and Jet. This is Jet and Jet's son right here. We have the twins, Taylor and I'm gonna say Ted. That's Taylor and Ted right here. Meaning like you know that's their twins. Taylor and Ted's twins. We have Landon, who this guy is also kind of a tough one. I feel like he's airsoft fatty plus I'm gonna I'm gonna say he's airsoft fatty plus Vance. This is airsoft fatty and Vance right here. This fuck I had this one. Shit. This was I talked about this on Twitter. Let me pull this one up because I forget who I said this guy was. Let's see. Sorry, I'm checking my whatever it's called. Checking my notifications. Excuse me. Fuck. Where is it? I've been doing too much talking shit to people on Twitter. I have too many. I'm trying to find this thing. I can't even find it. But yeah, this is Trish and Sylvia right here. Okay, this somebody else I'm gonna have to think of. This is Brian, and I forget who else. This is another person who I was like, oh hey, here's a okay. Yes. This guy right here is Pow Envy and Ted. All right. This is Trilvia right here. Damn, I'm really fucking. I cannot find this thing for the life of me. That's bothering me. Because these two I have like a really good one for. Oh yes. Alex B and Brian. This is Alex B and Brian right here. This is yes, REA and Summer. This is REA and Summer right here. This right here is REA and Summer. You cannot tell me it's not. That is absolutely positively REA and Summer. But oh yeah, what was I gonna do? Let's see here. But let's check out the dorm, I suppose. Yeah, I know the people in the community I told you a little bit about. Nothing happening there. Did they have director cam this time? Did they have a director cam? The market. What the fuck is the market? Oh shit, that's kind of funny. That's actually pretty funny. Hell yeah. I like this. This is pretty cool. We got the foyer. The bar. Okay, why can I not hear it?
The only two I've got from by now have just been.
I'm gonna turn this down a little bit here so that I don't have to scream over it. You know, even that's a little. You know. All right. So what is the deal with all these people? I heard these two have HIV. I heard that these two are unironically, quite literally HIV positive. That's pretty crazy. I don't know anything about this guy. This dude is apparently a Muslim or something like that, I guess. Other than that, I don't know anything. I don't know anything about these two, this guy. No clue. No fucking clue at all, you know? But yeah. I'll give you a quick rundown of each contestant. Okay. Bashir is a Muslim. I'm sure that was his birth name. I'm sure his birth name wasn't like Todd or something like that. Anissa, Latina, of course. Emma, girl next door. The twins, insane. Landon, autistic. Janet, autistic janitor. Drake, Chad, and Vicky, kratom addict. Yes. Oh. There's our boy Vance. There's our boy Vance. Nathan Drake from Uncharted. Yeah, he does kind of look like him, doesn't he? That's funny.
I will teach Landon if we can get some correct fruit how to eat pussy the right way, and they will stop saying it. I have not heard. What kind of fruit do you practice on that? I don't know, but I feel like Whatever pizza kiwi. A pizza kiwi, something.
What are they talking about teaching him? I don't know.
Any fruit. You just gotta.
I wanna check out more of the house here. Cameraman. All right. Well, fuck that. Who the fuck is this guy? I forgot Vance worked for Sam. Yeah. Twins could overtake Bert. Dude, I think just about anybody could overtake Bert. Is this supposed to be like New Dave or something like that? New Dave Ferreira? I will teach you how to fuck me. Holy shit. What is the deal with this guy though? What's the deal with this guy? Anyone know? I'm curious. Oh, this is the bar. Okay, I wanna check out more of the house. I can't even fucking hear anything over everything that's going on. There's like too many people talking. I don't know if the PTZ in the bar is better. Ah, Cody's still there. Nice. Jason Brody from Far Cry 3, that Drake fella. Oh, he's just an unk basically. Oh shit, he's wearing a Team Campbell bare knuckle fighting championships. Interesting. I'm wondering who that shirt belongs to. I tried out for BKFC years ago. That's kind of partially how I met Sam. Not at like the BKFC tryout or anything, but you know something a little different. I like the mic right there. That's funny. Yeah, let's so the jungle room. I like the theme here. This is a really cool theme. I like the paintings. That's pretty sick. I think that this is definitely the best house they've had. They put in a lot of work and they did a really good job with it. You know, good for them. The bar, the corridor. I'm curious what the corridor is. Okay. So here's the confession cam that is probably not really good for confessions. Unless this is the only No, this is not the only place you can do confessions at. Excuse me. This is not. Oh, jeez. That's not the only way you can get in and out. You can round the corner. At least that's what it looks like. It looks like you can round the corner. I'm pretty sure you can round this corner here. I would assume. You know. I'm curious what this door is for though. Is that just like a closet or is that another room entirely? But yeah, the oh, here it is. Here it is. Already shit on the carpet, of course. Of course there is. I want to see the other rooms. The market, the jacuzzi. Interesting. Okay. So we basically have bathroom cams again, is what it is. I'm sure there's other bathrooms without the cams, but this was one of those things during season 2. I was kind of like, yo, how are they getting away with this? how are they getting away with this? Cameraman. Oh, okay. So you need Season Pass XL to see the cameraman. Interesting. Dining room. Oh man, hell yeah, that's pretty great. It's good that they brought this back. That was a good choice. Yeah, I like this house. It's just like a nice house, you know. I like how it's set up. It's not like open concept bullshit like a lot of other places are. Um, you know, like that's one thing. Like I didn't really like the season 1 house when I was in there. And you know, for Fish Tank it was good, right? Obviously, but like when I'm talking about when I'm talking about like liking a house or disliking a house, I mean like would I want to live there? And I probably wouldn't want to live in a house like that because I want to be able to be in a room alone. I want to be in the living room basically alone and not have to listen. Like if there's one thing I can't stand, right? I'll sit down to play video games and my wife will start cleaning up shit around the room and it's like, yo, all of the movement combined with all of the noise, I cannot relax. Why did you wait for me to sit down before you started fucking doing this? I kind of give her some shit sometimes because it's so like frustrating, you know. I wouldn't want to live where like somebody in the kitchen is gonna be like bothering me as a person in the dining room, you know. Like this is cool, you know. This is cool. A nice living room that you don't have fucking you don't have the person in the dining room bothering you. I like that. Wait, they brought back the ads? Yeah, apparently they did. Apparently they did. Where was that? Where? Why does this look like why does this look like PS2 graphics right here? This one. That's kind of weird. Yes. I swear I am not the one crashing out. Is that the Bashir guy? Bashir? Yeah, I like the site too. I'll give it to him. The site is nice. I think this is also probably the best site that they've had. It's good that they're really going all out for this. It's good that they're trying to make sure they cover the bases as far as I know, because like one failure is like, okay, you know, it is what it is. This is kind of like a guerrilla reality show. But two failures is like, yo, like you guys, that shouldn't have happened. It shouldn't have happened the second time, you know. The fact that like the site is I like this site. It's a nice site. I appreciate it. The house is cool. You know, you could tell they really put they really put in the effort there, you know. Steve-O is a freeloader, dude. I think Bam would want to fight Steve-O. Steve-O yeah, Steve-O is such a fucking asshole now. He's just kind of like a piece of shit for some reason. You know, he got sober and now he thinks he's Jesus Christ. And I'm not the first or the only one. The first or the only one to say that. I might have to spend a few doubloons on Fish Tank for one last time since ads are back up. Yeah. You know, like, I've been writing a book for a little while. I was supposed to get it finished last week, but I got sidetracked by more important stuff. And one of the things that I was going to do is I was going to try to leverage some of the connections that I made over the years to try and advertise that book, you know. And one of them was going to be, hey, like, do you do ads for PGL still, or do you do ads for Pause Snack Continue? Or, you know, obviously ask Sam. Brandon Buckingham, he seems like he's doing better, but I'm probably not going to be hitting him up anytime soon to be like, hey man, would you shill this for me? I'll give you, you know, X amount of money. PKA, if I could do that too, you know. I would like to be able to do that if I can. And Fish Tank is one of those places that, yeah, if there's like, they used to have banner ads on the site. It seems like they don't have it anymore. They don't have any anymore. Which, you know, it's whatever. It's all good. But like, I don't know, maybe something, where the fuck is it? I'm still learning the place. Maybe, you know, maybe something like this. Anyway. How much is a TTS right now? 315? Yeah, fuck it. Dude, no, he's leaving. He's leaving. He's fucking leaving. Ah. As long as he's mobile, I don't want to do it because by the time they approve it, he'll probably be in another room. The Twins count as one contestant, which is really funny. That is pretty funny. That is pretty good. This might be even better.
Hey, buddy, nice shirt. You ever been to any of the fights?
Yes, I've been to a couple of fights.
Oh, that's pretty sick. Good for him.
Yes, I've been to the fights.
Yeah, I've never been to a BKFC card, but I'd like to at least go to one if I could. I'm just not the kind of person who wants to always go to places. Like, you gotta kind of You got to kind of coax me out to get me to go anywhere, you know. I went to a concert with my wife back in September, and I had such a great time, but I was like, yo, I don't even want to do this, you know. I had a great time when I was there, though, you know. I am curious about Unk over here. Oh, I thought that was a bong for a second. This thing right here. Oh, excuse me. You ain't leaving the kitchen, that's for sure. Oh, hell no. That's his home.
JD, we know you haven't had your twink death yet. Get on all fours and stick you tongued out for lead. Janitors need blowjobs too. Two lives matter.
The fucking twins just chilling right there. That's funny as shit. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, like I I feel like I tuned in at like a bad time. Like they're all just kind of hanging out, winding down. It's like 10:30, you know. I feel like I might have tuned in at like a bad time, you know. I'm curious what these are though. What I was looking at these unlocks in 4 days, 11 days, 15 days. I'm wondering what these are. Are they like are they different camera angles? Is that what they are? Landon has a headband to match every outfit he wears. Oh boy, he's one of those guys. He's one of those fucking guys, huh? Like I don't have a personality, so I'll just wear a fucking headband. That'll be my personality. I'm gonna give him shit.
Which is fucking insane. Like,
no, I mean, I have two unpaid days after the 15th of April. I don't know how it is right now. And then I have off after.
JD, I want to deliver this as directly as I can without any joke at all. Bring it home. Your ears are fucking red. They are red. They look like ketchup. They are strikingly red compared to your whole body.
I don't even know where I got these fish bucks. I didn't fucking pay for them. I think they were from Stocks. He didn't even hear it. He fucking ignored it. Yeah, I don't even think he heard it. It probably didn't register to him because he's fucking talking and everybody else is talking. Bam spoiled it. One of them is a game room. Oh shit! Arcade game room. That's pretty sick. I genuinely can't even describe or explain the twins. Even Vance said day one, it's hard not to just follow them around with the camera. That's pretty funny. Yo, Scott, I met Giga IRL at my Orthodox parish this last Sunday. Oh, really? That's cool. You know my buddy Giga. Thanks for popping in, Radical Rodney. I appreciate that. Next time you see him, tell him I said hello. He came out here recently, like within the last 4 months or so. You know, since then I haven't seen him. It's hope he's doing well. Hope he's doing well. You know.
I think of it as some guy.
Man.
Barely got
Oh, it's fucking hot, man. What's going on over there?
Dude, here you go. Yo, I don't come up here often, but I just gotta say, man, I saw this one come in for you, and I had to do it. What does that mean? I felt compelled, man. It's not often that I come up, and I just thought this was a really special one.
I kind of like. There's too much talking too loud in the other room for me to be able to hear what's going on here.
What does that mean? Good job, dude.
Is it a hug? Man, but yeah, like I feel like I might have came in at a bad time. They're all kind of like just. Oh, what's in here? Oh shit. Okay, I didn't know about this. That's pretty crazy. But yeah, like everybody's talking. They're probably a little drunk, you know. It's kind of tough for me to really get a feel for any. Oh.
I talked about Tammy Wynette and Joan Baez. Shout out Joan Baez.
Ah, son of a bitch.
Today,
I wanted to talk shit about
since
Islam.
we talked about Joan Baez, I do gotta give some song recommendations of Bob
What's this
Dylan.
guy in the fucking Karate
Bob
Kid?
Dylan's interesting. I do have something I'd like to say about him, but
Oh, it was a pep
okay, I'll
talk.
say it
Okay, all right.
first. So, I saw the recent film that was made of him. Oh my gosh, it's the lyrics from Rolling Stone. Is it? It's not Nowhere Home. Is it?
Sure.
Yeah.
You got a rose.
Oh man, you like Bob Dylan?
From Landlock. Yes, I do.
Thanks, Landlock. OG, OG Bashtard. I appreciate it, man. I'll put my rose here.
That's what he's
So,
that's
Bob
what he's
Dylan,
calling his fans, the bash
the
tards.
movie that came out. First off, why did they cast Joan Baez as like a sexy model? I felt like that was weird. That didn't fit what Joan Baez, like the appeal of Joan Baez, in my opinion. Like
He's just gonna autistically rant.
She has the voice of an angel, but
They definitely should have got a better house with less acoustic noise when they talk. You see, the thing is, I'll be fair about it. Like it's hard to tell how that's gonna go. You know, it's hard to tell how that's actually gonna go. Yeah, you never know.
Bro, can you please get a personality?
Don't Muslims wear those kind of headwear? I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one.
I can't keep track of them.
I don't think Muslims are known for wearing fucking Karate Kid headbands that as they get down lower you start seeing Sanskrit and like Arabic and shit like that, you know?
Interesting there where
Can you tell us the story of the men from Al Zut and how they fucked Mohammed in the butt?
Al Zut.
right, where Bob Dylan talked about like
Right.
there was an interview with him, and he said they asked him like where did these song lyrics come from? For people, I guess, who don't know, I mean, Bob Dylan was famous for his songwriting, right? And there's really beautiful songs that he's written, and I guess
Assalamu alaikum, my brother.
Alaikum salam.
How are you going to
Did you say
sneak in
Frankum
a wank
Salam?
after seeing those sexy strippers?
And he said, they asked him like, I think they basically asked him like, not like what went wrong, but I guess like he stopped producing these kind of amazing lyrics. And he said that there was something magical to them, that they just sort of came to him, and that it just stopped. It was something like that. And there's something that I want to say about that, which is, if you watch the film, and obviously it's a movie, so it's not necessarily true to life. Definitely not true to life. But let's just say that the way Bob Dylan was portrayed in that film is real, right?
Alright. Had about enough of that. Oh shit. Yeah, it's like I kind of don't know what to do right now. You know, they're all just kind of hanging out, all just kind of mingling, and it's like, all right, that's cool, you know. But like, it's like, now what? Yeah, you know, I don't know. Maybe because I didn't watch a ton of Actually, no, I watched season 4 more than I originally planned on, but that was only because an old friend of mine happened to be on the season. I actually did not plan to watch the season, even though I was like going to be a part of Blood Games too. Yeah, so you know, like I don't know, maybe I've just maybe I just I just don't know. I just don't know how to enjoy this as much anymore, you know? Either that or maybe it's because we didn't tune in for anything major. It is only day 4, you know, and everybody's still probably trying to get to know each other like bit by bit, you know. The tension hasn't really built, and I'm sure. Has there been any challenges? Has there been any challenges? What challenges have I missed? Hoping somebody will actually fucking answer me. Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna answer me. I don't think anyone's gonna answer me. Oh man. Yeah. What did I miss though? Like, what did I miss? You know, It's got red and white, just like those picnic pattern hats they use. Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just starting a little slow. Seems like people are enjoying it. How many people are online? 11,214. Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of people who enjoy it. What the hell is this? Fish Messenger. Okay. I didn't know it would still pop up with messages that you sent to people and shit like that. You'd also look sick in an ornate horse riding jacket. I bet I would. Geez, the fish tank chat is brainless. Well, yeah, of course. Scott, do you still have the permanent season pass? I mean, I would assume so. I don't have the XL, and it's after 10 p.m. I noticed it says after 10 p.m. we go after dark season pass only. Still here, so I would take it. I would take it. I do. When can we send gay porn to JD? Oh man. But yeah, did I miss any challenges so far though? Have there been any challenges? That's what I'm really concerned about. That's what I'm wondering about. I would assume they didn't do counting rice, because if they did counting rice again, that would be like people would be like, dude, this fucking holy shit, they're counting rice again, dude. My fucking neck, dude. My fucking neck. I'm waiting for somebody to answer me. I keep almost misspelling challenges. Scott, no man, not a single one. Okay. Well. JD is hitting it up with the Latina chick. Oh yeah?
Would share my creative.
If you give me those half-digested pills back,
This is JD, right?
What else am I gonna do with them? Oh my god, thank you.
What's going on, JCM?
And TXC, dude, another homie. Thank you.
They're in an ongoing elimination challenge to take care of trees. What trees? That's a fucking cactus right there. Holy shit, is that real?
No, I've had people give me drugs without my consent before, so
Where'd you get the fucking baggie?
what do you mean?
The little
bag you had. There's shit all over this house. It was underneath the fish tank. There's a bag of bags. There's a bag of bags underneath
There's
the
a
fish
bag
tank.
of bags.
Listening more is the first step towards making partnerships work better in your life.
We're door dashing some Walgreens shit for you. Look at emergency first. I'll get you cough drops, Dayquil. It's on the way.
Yeah. Thank you. Yep.
Isn't Anissa Jewish? I don't know. She could be Sephardic.
Finally, they hear my voice being fucked up enough. I've been asking every day.
Potted trees, most of them are already destroyed. Much like this one.
There might have chaos happen in there. I kind of just grabbed a beer. I might have grabbed one of your guys'. Oh, it's fine. If you need a beer, you can go. I probably have one.
Who's got the fucking Powerpuff Girls shit? I figured that was like a guy for a second. I thought that was a dude for a second. Those are some pretty manly looking feet there.
I know. I'm not into that.
I like it.
I mean, it tastes more like watered down orange than anything else.
I'm more into beer.
Because the thing is that
Yeah, I gotta be honest with you. I don't know what else to do because the thing is, like, maybe if I knew a little bit more about the dynamics between these people and stuff like that, I'd be a little bit more like, oh, hey, this is what I should do, or like I should talk about this or that. But like, this is literally my first impression of all these people, and I don't have a reason to dislike them, but I am looking for things to be like, this fucking bitch is stupid. Dude, what a fucking idiot. Like I'm looking for that type of stuff, but I can't because I can barely hear these people, you know? There's something about this Anissa chick, just the way she looks. You can tell there's something off. Ooh, somebody asked if she was Jewish. Somebody asked if she was Jewish, and I gotta say it's starting to look that way. It's definitely starting to look that way, but anyway, yeah, it's like I don't know. I guess I just don't really know what to do. I mean, I'll give it another minute before I like dip out. You know, I'll see if I can find anybody who's like alone other than this fucking guy. Oh, we got director mode with this guy right here.
Going with the punches, you're doing really good. And whereas somebody like Charity like kind of showed up, and of course, you know, she's an older woman. We're not like mad that she left. It's just like sometimes people who aren't from this world come to the show and they're like, oh, not for me. Like I know it's wild, but for everything that like it's impressive to me that you weren't a fan of the show and you're doing it.
Fish Tank is a show where you need to know what's happening in order to enjoy it and get all the memes. Yeah, no, you're definitely right about that. You're definitely right about that. You know.
For real.
Drake is our Chad that will lead this whole thing. He can do it. Drake heads on top. Drake heads. Drake heads run the fish tank. Drake heads run the stream.
Drake heads.
Drake heads stay winning.
Hell yeah.
Thank you. Chad, I did a sketch on YouTube called Rad Chad. I love the character
Called
Chad.
Rad Chad.
I think that's so funny, so thank you.
People are gonna dig that up immediately.
And Landlac, my gosh, another, sincerely, man, I love it. Thank you. Like every single one of these just means so much to me, and you know, it's complicated to get in here and be away from the world and away from your family. I have a dog at home. His name is Keo, and he's the best. And I missed all of them so much. So like, being here is an experience, and it's so fun, but it's also a sacrifice, and it just means a lot. So thank you for all the stuff, the pep talk, the roses, the plushies, love letters, fortune cookies. I don't know. It gives me like a little bit of more hope and motivation to keep going. So I just really, really, really appreciate it. Thank you.
He finds God. Second Bob Dylan song is.
Yeah, I mean, he seems like a nice guy. That's cool. What was I gonna say? Yeah, like that's probably part of the problem is that I haven't been watching, so I just don't really know what's going on and stuff like that. Jet trying to match Jason Brody energy with that mattress and shirt. Fuck, shit. I know I've seen Jason Brody before, but I forget where. Oh, excuse me. He has 4 wives in Japan. This dude right here, I bet he does. He looks the type, you know. All right, let's see if I can get more people alone without it being like ridiculous, like this fucking guy right here. I don't know. We'll listen to the girl talk, I suppose.
Your hard work will be recognized and rewarded in June.
What is this? She's got like the Harry Potter lightning bolt on the top of her head. That's insane. What the fuck is going on here?
He who has a stick.
It's like a visual when people have an anxiety attack. Yeah, no, it's just.
So is it this chick who's apparently like a kratom addict or something like that? She kind of looks it. You know, I've never known a girl who wears those hats. Hold on. I've never known a girl that wears hats like this who's been like worth my time. I'll say that much. I'll say that much. You know, girls who wear these kinds of hats. There's always something wrong with them. There's always something fucking wrong with them. You know. Yeah. Can't even really hear what they're saying. I don't even know if they're talking about anything. Let's go. Oh, let me get some pep talk.
The show is like jokey, and we like to do pranks and have fun. And obviously, the cast is very eclectic, and each person has their own nuances or whatever. One thing that I admire about you, and I think that I need to do, not soul searching, but I need to take a look at myself, because when I see you, praying or talking about the Quran, I'm so dismissive of it, but I haven't really actually sat down and given it a fair shake. And I think a lot of your leadership qualities, and tell me if I'm wrong, come from your strong religion and your faith.
Ben's so good at just bullshitting people, you know.
I just want you to know that I think that you have a lot to teach.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. That's so fucking funny.
I think you should really try to, it's not forcing it on them, but I would like to understand the Quran a little better,
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Oh shit! Thank you very much, Juan Guzman, for the $10. I appreciate that. Scott, what are your thoughts on the Haley clone? I really don't have any thoughts right now because I don't know what her deal is. You know, she looks a little bit off, though. I will say that she's got a contestants. There's she's got it's the eyes. You know, there's something about the eyes. They're almost hollow. You know, they have a sparkle in them that is not really natural, as opposed to like this girl right here, right? I'm not like I'm not even saying I like find her to be like attractive as fuck or anything like that, but you can see there appears to be a little bit more behind the eyes than this. Even a Kratom Katie over here, like she's got sort of like she wants to be like a tough bitch sort of deal, but you can see there's something behind the eyes there. You know, it's not like you're staring into a black hole. Even these two, the fucking autistics, it's like, okay, you're talking to a human. Something about this girl, got to be honest with you, and again, it's in the eyes. It's in the eyes. I like the smile. I'll give her that, but it's in the eyes. There's a hollowness, you know. There's a certain there's something missing is how I would describe it, you know. Even Basher, it's like he's got kind of like, like a certain look in his eyes, but you can tell there's something there, you know. But this chick, I don't know. I do not know about her. There is something. Contestants. Oh, you can go back all the fucking. Oh, cool. Ellie was the winner, huh? Interesting. Hold on. Did I not see Aria? Oh no. I saw Aria. I want to read Aria's. Intense, confrontational, and physically imposing, Aria leaned into direct conflict and shaped the competitive tone of Season 4. He won the auction for Weck as his magic helper by bidding 7 fish bucks and 2 magic bucks, then employed Weck to physically throw Freddy out of the house, which Weck successfully did before being told by production he couldn't push contestants out of the door. Aria was tricked out of the cell challenge by Derench during a fake rock-paper-scissors game, losing after 18 hours. He was one of the 6 remaining contestants when the season ended on day 18, receiving his share of the split prize. Post-show, he has appeared on Magic Stars and met up with Derench and Letty when Derench traveled to America in January 2026. I was curious about that. You know, back when I knew Aria, he had hair. So it was funny seeing him with the whole bald thing going on, and then of course he has the folds, you know. Oh fuck yeah, we gotta read about Simmons here. A singer with passion for music and a background as a champion roller skater and cruise ship traveler who had visited 7 countries, Simmons became the most controversial figure of season 1 for off-screen reasons after Gold Striker read excerpts from Simmons' book To the House. Oh, excuse me. Disturbing content came to light that made the other contestants deeply uncomfortable. Simmons was ejected from the show, with Gold Striker telling him he was being kicked off in Mandarin. His removal sent shockwaves through the house. John, who had been Simmons' closest ally, was deeply affected and locked himself in the bathroom. Morrow quit the show entirely in response. Simmons is one of the only 2 season 1 contestants who has not returned to the series in any form. Interesting. Who was the second one? Who was it must have been Daniel then. Must have been Daniel, you know. He returned as a visitor on season 4 to hang out with the new cat. Wait, he did? Really? Did he? I didn't know that one. Who's Oh, it was Sylvia who has not returned. Oh, yeah, because Sylvia has not been back. Okay, all right. Yeah, I was curious about that. Streams. Oh,
cover the whole month. You get longer TTS messages. How many characters is a normal TTS message?
Jet's got his mullet back.
Old amount. And then how much is an XL? Isn't it like 70 more characters? It's notably longer, and yeah, you get XL once and you keep that. Also, another benefit XL has is you get to watch the HD cam, like the Vance cam. You don't have to just watch it when it's on Director. You can just click that camera, and you can see what Vance is looking at. Like, say we're on Director and we cut away from that camera. That's the only way.
Can I send you a Landon clip? Yeah, sure, smart moron. Where are you gonna send it?
And I know it's gay. I'm asking for money. I'm trying to keep the bills paid, but those are the tiers. Or if you have the regular season pass, which you do, you probably do if you're here watching now. Thank you so much. Yeah, season pass XL, and if you're a true psychopath, hop in the basement, fishtank.live/basement. That's where we do it. I hear stomping above me, so let's cut to that.
What the? Yo. That's fucking retarded. What the fuck are they doing? Are those pool cues, it looks like? Looks like fucking pool cues, maybe? Holy shit, bro. Holy shit. Fucking I did see Jet earlier talking about like I saw it on Twitter. He was talking about like, oh, we need money in the off season, and it's like, well, you got to do more stuff in the off season, you know? Like it's tough to do like a 0.5 especially right now, because like, first off, are they actually gonna are they actually gonna like have the money and almost more importantly the space to do so? It's kind of a tough one. It's kind of hard to know that. Only they would know that. But then Blood Games lost money. So ooh shit. Anyway, but yeah, like they need more off-season content that's not just like random people streaming. Like that is, I kept my mouth shut when it went down because I didn't want to sound a certain way, and I still don't want to sound a certain way, but I'm not streaming on the site anymore, so it doesn't matter. Like, it was not a very good idea to have random people try-harding on the site. It would have been better to have just people who have been on the show, right? Like, sure, there were plenty of people. They had fun, you know. They even kind of like became regulars on the site. They became well known on the site. People kind of like they became somebodies in the community, and like, good for those people. But like, just for the brand itself, it probably would have been better to not have like any random person able to just apply and stream on the site. people want to watch certain people. If they were able to get Letty to stream on the site, that would have been like crazy for them. And that's money that they could have gotten. You know, like then there's other people that like if they could have incentivized streaming on the site, if they could have really pushed people like, hey, like please stream on the site, we will give you a good cut of whatever TTS you make. Like that's one way that they could have made at least a little bit of money for nothing. They wouldn't have had to like worry about, oh, but like we don't have the money to do a 0.5 season or something like that. Other than that, you need other things. Like it may not be a bad idea, right? I think Georgia, I believe Georgia. Oh, this fucking guy. I believe Georgia is a mutual combat state. I believe Street Beef's Dirty South takes place in Georgia, if not Florida. May not be a bad idea to do the YouTube boxing thing, but for Fish Tank instead, and you can try and find a way to monetize based around that. It's not a bad idea, you know, Jet and Ben and everybody else. How long has this guy been in here? Too fucking long. It's not a good idea, right? Oh, okay, I'll check that out on X. Give me one moment. It's not a bad idea for Jet and Ben to like stream in the off season and stuff like that themselves. You know, that's a good way for them to do it too. But like, really, if they want money in the off season, they need to make it so that there is going to be like constant content, and that content has to be, if we're being honest here, kind of low effort, not low energy, but it's got to be low effort to a degree, you know. And you can't get much lower effort than, hey, other people do some shit for me, make some content for me, you know. Like there's things that they can do. They just gotta be willing to like. They can't shotgun everything. They can't just fucking close their eyes and spray. They gotta actually think, yo, like, what can we do? How can we do it in a way that's going to be good for the brand? And then also it's going to like actually incentivize people to come back here and spend money, you know? I feel it would bring in more sponsors since it's more exposure. Yeah, maybe not, you know, but like regardless of what it is or isn't, or what it does or doesn't, like there's a lot of things that they can do. They just, you know, they can't just close their eyes and fucking spray. This can't be by the seat of your pants. They have to like, are there any? Is it in the requests? Ah, okay. Yeah, it's in the requests. 3 miles north of Molcom. Funny film. Oh, geez, that was last year. Huh, interesting. Oh, okay, all right. So Landon has at least a dozen headbands in his pocket this whole time. All right. Let's take a look.
In the pocket?
Yeah, just empty the
That was the psychic lady.
Empty your back
Oh,
pocket. Empty your back pocket. Dude, if you
headbands.
seriously don't have it, I'm sending you. I'm actually upset.
Oh,
What do you have so many
headbands.
socks in your pocket? Headbands. Yeah, that's suspicious.
In the pocket?
Yeah, just empty the
That was the psychic.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this guy's a little autistic. But yeah, like it's not gonna like this product is not that hard to monetize. You know, they just have to be willing to like hand the reins, and that's what kills businesses, right? I have had an issue with my gym for a long time in that the owner of my gym does not trust anybody to do anything for him. And because of that, if he doesn't trust somebody to do it, he simply will not do it. We have issues with advertising. We need somebody to do our advertising for us because I don't have the time or the energy to do advertising. I can do marketing. It's not like extremely difficult, especially you take a couple Udemy courses and you're basically a pro at it. You know what to do and how to do it, you know? Facebook marketing anyway. Facebook marketing is like notoriously easy once you know how to actually fucking do it the right way. But like he will not pay somebody else because he does not trust anybody to fucking do anything, you know? And that's part of the reason why my gym suffers when it comes to our attendance and things like that. I don't think my coach, like my coach would rather maintain his control of everything and not have to hand over keys to people that he doesn't feel he has control over. He wants to feel like everybody's on his leash, you know. And because of that, like he would rather the gym not do well, but he has control over everything, than to hand over control of certain aspects of like running the gym to other people, and like the place becomes successful. And Fish Tank will go the same route on a certain level if Jet and Ben are just like, what do we got to do in the off season? Meaning we're not going to let people stream. And if we do let people stream, it's going to be like a free for all that, any random fucking like dude can just stream on the site and drink piss and, pour milk on their carpet and shit like that, White boys stay strapped. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. But yeah, like, it's not rocket science. It's just how much are you willing to hand over to other people? And like, are you gonna be weird about like the people that you bring around, because if we're being honest here, there's been weirdness. Like, somebody comes around, Jet and Ben gas them up, like, oh yeah, dude, like, you're gonna be here, like, dude, we love the fuck out of you. Oh, by the way, we're taking a break. It's happened to multiple people. Like, it is what it is. If you're gonna fire somebody, just fucking fire them. But whatever. If they like the bottom line is, if they want money, they're gonna have to do a certain level of like not just like moving people around like pawns. You're gonna have to have people that you are like loyal to in that way. And you can't just have it be, well, I'm gonna, we're gonna use you for as long as you're useful, and as long as we don't get the ick, and then we're gonna be like, bye. You have to be comfortable with like fucking Letty and like other people that you're like, no, we want to move on. You're going to have to be comfortable with those people streaming on the site. And then you're also going to have to be comfortable with trying things. Have a week-long something, right? A week-long sell challenge, a week-long this, a week-long that, It's just make content is what I'm trying to say. Just fucking make content. If you can't make content, let other people make content. And it's that simple. Is really, really what I'm trying to say, Fish Tank with nothing but the most CTE riddled UFC fighter. Anything could pop off at any second. That would be funny. I do maintain it would be a good idea to have like a 3 or 4 week experiment. That it would be tough because like a lot of people may not like the whole training thing, but I do think it would be a cool experiment to have people who have never been in a fight before, and you train them up as much as you can over the course of a month, and then whoever's at the end of it, they fight each other, and then they, whoever wins the competition. It would be cool to see something like that, whether it's a Fish Tank thing or if it's just like something else. I would like to see something like that one day, because that would be a really cool one. But yeah, I always get annoyed when like I'm trying to make a point and I just can't seem to make the point, and that's what's happening right now. If I had to sum it up before we deal with Kratom Katie over here, I would say like I said, it's not rocket science. Make content, and if you can't make content, let other people make content. And when you let these people make content, you can't make it into a like let random fans stream, because then it's just YouTube again. And you gotta have it be people who are on the show, people who are loyal to you, and you have to be loyal back to them. You can't just like shuffle them in and out just because, There's a lot of people out there who don't have nice things to say about Fish Tank, and you don't want people downing you and your product like that. It's not a good thing. Eventually, after treating people the way you do for so long, you're going to have enough people who are like, yo, this sucks, these guys suck, that something will probably happen. Something bad will probably happen, You got to be good to the people that are good to you. you know.
Update on geopolitics.
Oh wait, shit.
Russia has responded to Israel's tactical nuclear weapon against Iran. Russia has sent a non-nuclear ICBM.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Using believable shit, doing believable like news stuff about like, oh dude, Israel actually nuked Russia, and it's like, oh, that's actually fucking believable. That's actually fucking believable.
Slowly wear against that fake fucker. He cannot endure.
He's not a
Do you think their style of mistreating people who work with them is intentional? I don't think it's intentional. I think what it is that they are in a place. They're in a place where they have to figure out how to run a $1 million company that they just kind of stumbled into a couple of years ago, and that can be really tough. You also have people who they feel that this is their big break, this is the big time for them, and they're never going to get bigger. So because of that, they want to keep coming back, and because of that, they're hitting up Jet and Ben. Hey, dude, can I be on this season? Hey, you gonna bring me back? Hey, dude, come on, let me be around. Hey. And that can get really tough to deal with. So because they don't want to come off as the bad guys necessarily, they might sometimes be like, oh yeah, dude, hey, we're gonna hit you up. And then they just don't, you know? I think that is a large part of it. I think it comes partially with the territory, but then I also think that they probably are taking the easy way out in some cases. You know, instead of having an awkward conversation with someone where they have to say, "Hey, man, I'm sorry, but we just don't need you, or we don't want this, or you did that," and it kind of made it was a little bit weird. Because they don't want to have an awkward conversation, they probably are just like, well, you know, fucking, we'll tell them we're gonna hit them up. You know, that's what happened with Bex. You know, that's what happened with me. I woke up to an email from Bill Ottman, which I found to be disrespectful. So the first thing I did was text Jet and Sam, like, hey, I got an email from Bill Ottman. What's that about? You don't want me around? And they were like, well, for season 3, we want you. I was like, all right, fine, I'll stay away. You know. But like, I wasn't gonna let Bill Ottman, the guy who's been around for less time than me. I was around while Jet and Ben. I keep saying Jet and Ben. I was around while Jet and Sam were talking about bringing Bill Ottman on board. So I'm not gonna let Bill Ottman be the guy to be like, "Hey, we don't want you anymore." It's like, no. I don't hate Bill Ottman. I think he's an all right guy, but no, you're not gonna hit me with that one. You know. I think overall they're in a stressful situation. They're in a stressful place. Not all of that is not their fault. There is a lot of it that is their fault. And there is really no excuse for poor communication, you know? You have to be able to have those conversations with people sometimes. It sucks, but, you know, it just is what it is. And honestly, like, if you're going to continue to do that type of stuff, if you're going to continue to kind of funnel people in and out just on a whim, which is what happens with a lot of people, which is why I think it's funny whenever I see people who are involved with Fish Tank and they have an attitude, like you're going to get people who are like, yo, I don't like this. I don't want this. You know, like, this place sucks. I hate them, blah, 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 blah. You know, you're going to get that type of shit. It's just the way it is. Yeah, but like even with Blood Games, there were so many people that like I saw, and I'm not gonna name names or anything like that, who like they had an attitude. They were like, you know, I'm in the club now. I'm in the club. Like that was kind of their attitude about it. And it's like, you're not in the club, dude. The only people who are in the club are Jet, Ben, and Sam, and that's it. That's it. So don't get too comfortable. Don't start treating people like shit, because you're gonna find that you are definitely expendable. You are 1,000,000% expendable, and they will tell you, "Hey, we're gonna bring you back," and you'll be like, "They're gonna bring me back," and then they don't fucking bring you back. Hey, that is what it is. Did you see the Manosphere documentary? Any thoughts? Nah, I haven't seen it. Maybe I should. Is it a good Manosphere documentary, or is it a bad one? Is it one that at the very least tells you, hey, this is why this came around, and it's actually kind of legitimate reasons that it came around, even if dudes like Andrew Tate kind of suck? or is it just pure propaganda, pure, well, they hate women just because strong, independent women make them feel like little boys. They make them feel like little babies who poop their pants. They little babies that poop their pants. That's like I can't stand baby talk. Like the surest. There was a Reddit a Reddit post, right? It was like a comment where someone was like, um I'll take nummy foods. I'll take nummy food. They said nummy. Like the way that you would talk to a child, they were like, "Ooh, nummy. It's nummy. Oh, this crushed peas, they're nummy, aren't they?" This guy literally said like, "I will take nummy foods any day of the week," talking about like bringing like illegal immigrants in and stuff like that. You want to know how I know that guy's a fucking pedophile? You want to know? Um, but yeah, like that kind of baby talk is like you're a pedophile. Only a pedophile would talk like that. Only somebody who they try to mask their pedophilia behind some weird kink shit would talk like that, you know? And then you also have people who like they use fighting words. They're like, "You and your fucking pea brain, you're just so stupid and racist." And then when you're like, those are fighting words. Maybe this guy wants to fight. Yo, you want to do something about this? You say that to them, and they're like, "Oh, what? Little baby can't use his words. Is little baby pooping his pants? Oh, are you peeing yourself? Do you want a bottle?" It's like, nah, I want to fucking knock your teeth straight down your throat. And that's what's gonna happen if I meet any of those TST motherfuckers, because they love to do that shit. I've not only does the American Communist Party, right? Not only did I put out an open challenge to them, I also put out an open challenge to anybody from the Satanic Temple who they think they're hard as shit. They think they're hard fucking core, you know, and they wanna fight one of these Christians that they totally think they have some kind of superiority thing with, you know. Any one of them, feel free. We can try and work it out. We can try and meet in the middle. You can come out here. I'm sure they'll let you stay at the fucking Satanic Temple headquarters in Salem or something like that. Regardless, we can fucking do something about it, you know. Because people love to use fighting words, and then they turn around and like, "Oh, little baby." It's like there's something about that that's insidious. It's like gaslighting, you know. And it's like, nah, I will fucking rip your jaw off. Fuck breaking it. I will rip your jaw off. You will not have this part of your head anymore, you know. It's fucking ridiculous. I don't know if it's good, to be honest. Was wondering if you had thoughts. Yeah, I don't have any thoughts because I haven't seen it, you know. Yeah. Throwing shit at the wall and hope it sticks. Yeah, you know. That's really what it is. They throw shit at the wall and they hope it sticks, and they go off vibes, and the second the vibes are off, you're gone, you know. That's what happened with me. You know, the vibes were off, so I was gone. And the thing is, just because the vibes are off one day doesn't mean they're gonna be off the next day. You know, I've fucking seen that happen where there was somebody on Bitch Tank who they came around for blood games and they hung out for like a day or two, but they were told, "Oh, hey, nah, don't come back." And then sure enough, they got brought on for Bitch Tank. I'm not going to tell you who it was, but that is somebody that was around, you know. Like just because the vibes are off doesn't mean they're going to be off forever. And that's why I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm not waiting for a call, but if they wanted me back, I guess I'd go. And it's because I know, like, yeah, there's a chance that one day they might decide, yeah, you know what, fuck it, let's give Scott a call. There's a chance, you know. And I'm not sitting here like any minute now. Any minute now they're gonna fucking call, dude. Any minute, I'm telling you, dude. Any minute now it's gonna happen. They're gonna fucking call me. That's not what I'm doing. But it's like, well, I mean, if my phone rang one day, I guess it's not like I'm doing anything else right now. I'm just fucking hanging out. So whatever, yeah, fuck it. You want to pay me to come on the show? I guess I'll take that money. You know. But yeah, that's really what it is. And I'm not saying this is like a Jet and Ben are fucking shitty. Like I said, I don't want to be one of those like, oh, I didn't get a call, so now I'm trying to expose Jet and Ben. There's been quite a few of those going around, you know. I can remember talking to some people who, like, right after the season that they were on, they were like, yeah, dude, I can't wait to come back. They said they're gonna bring me back, haha. And then they don't bring them back, and like all of a sudden it's, dude, you know, Jet did this once. There's like that type of shit. We just completely missed out on fucking Vicky over here. Oh, I guess not. What was that her name? Vicky? I forget. But yeah, like yeah, they need to take it a little more seriously. They can't just excuse me. They can't just fucking they can't just make shit up on the fly and then like hope that it works. You know, and they have to have like a group of people that even if they're not going to be on every season or even other future seasons, hey, maybe they can stream on the site. Maybe Taylor gets to stream on the site. Maybe fucking maybe this person does. Maybe that person does. It's good for them and it's good for the site as well because that's money coming into the site. I've never gotten more donations than when I was streaming on the Fish Tank site, for instance. I was actually able to pay my rent one of the weeks that I was off work. One of the months that I was off work. I wouldn't have been able to pay my rent if it wasn't for the money that I got from the site that month, you know? I was off work for like 4 or 5 months with an injury in my neck, my shoulder, you know? It's good for everybody. So like why wouldn't you just do it? It's like, is it a vibes thing? Is like there a logistics aspect to it? It's like I don't know, you know. It just seems obvious to me if I'm just being honest here, you know. You turn off all your notifications on your phone except Sam's number. Yep, that's exactly how it is. I talked to Sam recently, you know. I told him about the iDubbbz thing because I saw iDubbbz wanted to fight Sam. And when I saw that, I was like, "Oh, holy fuck! If this happens, specifically if he comes out to New England to do it, I absolutely want to be there for that." So I texted Sam like, "Yo, if this happens and it happens in New England, please hit me up. I want to be there to witness." And he was like, "Nah, it's never gonna fucking happen." And that's kind of what I expected because I don't think Ian needs any more embarrassment, you know. But yeah, I talked to Sam kind of recently within like the last month. You know, we'll still talk to each other, but you know, obviously we're not like hanging out. You know, not that we ever hung out, but you know what I mean by that. Mature ways of dealing with the ick isn't good for the show. What do you mean by that, butthole? Um, do you mean like being good about dealing with the ick is not good for the show, or being good about dealing with the ick is good for the show? I'm curious about which one that is, you know. Um, but yeah. Sorry, just looking around right now. Yeah, internet people assume people don't have lives. Yeah, and that's like
Vicky, describe how bad each fish smells.
oh boy.
Just know, I'll be burning off to you tonight. Icky Vicky gang.
I can tell you that the colorful room, the dorm room, smells like pure fish, dude.
Can't wait for your next
Pure
crash
fish.
out beats. Nice Discord leaks. Well, leak of all your shit, LMA.
I just don't know what that said. Like, it's really hard to understand that one.
Honey, the reason you even came onto my radar was your day one crash out. Keep it up.
Anyway, fucking yeah, like that's the annoying thing about like that is like an annoying thing about it if I'm being honest with you is like oh man, what the fuck? Like Sam he works hard, right? I see the dude, he works he's always trying to do something, right? I'm not saying these guys have like the easiest lives ever. However, like it is pretty nice to not have to worry about being at a job for 8 hours a day. Just like there's benefits to the lives that they lead. They have a lot more freedom to do whatever they want to do when they want to do it. There's a certain level of work that they have to get done, but as long as that's done, it's all good, you know? And yeah, sometimes that means late nights sitting at a chair, sitting at a desk, excuse me, like editing fucking videos and shit like that. That happens sometimes, you know? But like overall, These guys have a lot more freedom to just do whatever they want whenever they want. I don't have that freedom. You know, me, I get lucky. I have time off. And like the times that I was on Fish Tank, I just happened to have the time off. The first time Fish Tank started, like a month, not even a month, like a couple of weeks before I went on my summer break. So I was basically available whenever I was like told to come down, you know? Um, and then for season 2, that was my winter break, right? It just happened to line up just right. But like, if I was to go on Fish Tank, like right now, let's say, I would have to take time off work. So it's a situation where like I'm not just sitting around waiting for the call. I have a life, and I am putting my life on hold to do something that I want to do, but I'm still putting my life on hold. I could be making more money or better money, or I could be not having to go down to Georgia. You know, I feel bad for the people that flew in for like Blood Games stuff and then Blood Games fell apart, you know? This you owe it to people around you to not waste their time, and this is something that like it's a huge thing for me lately, and I get so angry when my time is wasted in any form, because I spent my entire 20s having my time wasted by multiple people, especially the dude that runs my gym. And I am now 31 years old. I was supposed to have kids fucking like 4 or 5 years ago, basically. You know, I've been married to my wife for 5 years. Maybe 4 or so years ago, right? That would have been the perfect time to start having kids with my wife. By this time, my children would be getting ready to go into kindergarten, at least one of them, anyway. Like, now I'm under the gun because people who promised me things did not come through on those promises. And I sat there waiting for them to come through on those promises. They're sitting here stringing me along, telling me things that are not true. Oh yeah, no, we'll get you ready to take the gym over next year. Next year comes. Let's wait like 6 months. 6 months later, let's wait a little longer. Like that type of shit, you know. Like that has had such a detrimental impact on my life and my ability to have kids and not be 72 by the time they get married type shit. Um, it has just had such a negative impact on my life. And that is evil to waste somebody's time like that, because that is the one thing that people cannot get back. You waste somebody's money, that's fucked up, it's not cool. There's an evil in that, but it's not as evil as wasting somebody's time, especially when you waste years of their time. That is heinous. So to waste somebody's time even for a second, that's really bad. And unfortunately, there's been a lot of time that's been wasted. You know, not just mine, but like other people's as well. And that's that's not good. That's not good. You know. Yo, Scott, have you ever thought about streaming at local MMA events? Your IRL streams have promise. I don't know if I could get away with that. You know, local MMA events, they don't want you just doing that. They have their own streams. I could potentially, but the thing is, like, I don't know if they get mad at me for this. There's an event that I have fought for a few times. It's called Cage Titans. They're starting to get a little bit of motion. You can see, you'll see their clips around here and there, either posted by them or posted by somebody else. Good promotion, good promoter, good dudes behind that promotion. They stream their stuff behind a paywall on a platform called Spectation Sports or something like that. I feel like they might be a little mad at me if I did what I did with the Aiden Ross stream. I feel like they'd be a little bit mad at me if I reacted to their stuff. But I don't know. Maybe that's something I could consider one day. Maybe I'll take the chance. And if Polver gets mad at me, it's like, well, I wasn't gonna fight for you again anyway. Probably, if we're being honest here, you know. And my bad. I won't do that again. You know. Yo, what's going on? Johnny Dong. How's it going? The former level-headed people don't join a circus. Well, the thing is, we're talking like when it comes to the whole what you said earlier, butthole. Mature ways of dealing with the ick isn't good for the show. I mean, on camera, it's not, but you need a certain look. The lack of professionalism is what led to two failed seasons. The whole winging it thing has led to two failed seasons. They didn't bother to hire a lawyer, or if they hired a lawyer, the lawyer didn't do their job and make sure that they pulled permits and did other things to limit any kind of liability or ability of a town to go after them. And because of that, there was a literal conspiracy between three different municipalities throughout not just Massachusetts, but also Rhode Island, so that as soon as they showed up to one place, it was get out of here, go. This building is condemned because you painted it yellow, and yellow's a dangerous color. Like, if I can remember being in the chat, the Discord for the Blood Games 2 thing. I can remember being like, yo, just grease palms. Please just go to the town of Rentham, sit down and say, look, we apologize. We haven't been doing it the right way. We understand that this was not the way to go about it. We want to be a good part of this community. We don't want to just come and take from this community. We want to give back to this community. Like, let's work out a deal similar to what happened in my town. We have an IKEA in my hometown, right? There's an IKEA in my hometown, and part of IKEA moving into my hometown was they had to pay a certain amount of money every year for the fireworks display on 4th of July. That was part of their deal, and I think there was more to it than that. But that is the only way that IKEA was able to actually enter into our town and open up a shop. They could have at least tried that with Rentham, and who knows? Who fucking knows, you know? But they didn't bother, because instead of exhausting all options, it's just, oh, well, I got the ick about this. Let's fucking move on. And now they're in Georgia, you know? And it's like, all right, well, I hope it works out, you know? Like, I genuinely hope it works out, you know? And like I said, I'm not even trying to badmouth, but it's just like, at this point, I think we can be honest about a couple of things. Like, the last two seasons failing is because when they were presented with problems, they said, nah, I'm sure it's no big deal. And it's like, not quite. Not quite. I've always wondered what the feds thought about this show. I don't think there were any feds involved. I just think Rentham, Massachusetts, Cumberland, I almost said Cumberland Farms, but Cumberland, Rhode Island, and Swansea, Massachusetts all had people calling each other up. Hey, Mr. Town Manager for Rentham. I'm Mr. Town Manager for Cumberland, Rhode Island. Have you ever heard of this thing called Fish Tank? Oh, you have, huh? Interesting. Well, we don't want them in our town. You want them in your town? No? Oh, well, you know, why don't you kick them out of your town, and then if they come to our town, we'll kick them out of our town. You know, like it's like it's that type of shit, you know? Who would win, Prime Dillashaw or Sean O'Malley? I don't know about that one. That's you know that's it's kind of fucking tough, you know. It's kind of fucking tough for me to say anything about that, because I don't know, you know. I feel like Dillashaw was probably just a better fighter in general, you know. Sean O'Malley is not known for his jiu-jitsu prowess, you know. He's kind of known as a dude who's either going to knock you out, or it's going to, you know, he's going to get knocked out or outpointed, you know. Man. But yeah, I should probably get out of here. They're a bunch of Nazi scum. Yeah, I guarantee you that was the conversation that was had, you know. And it's like, if they had just done the right thing and approached and because the thing is, when you go to somebody and you say, hey, I want to do this, you have the ability to negotiate, you know. You can fucking lie to them about your finances. You could go up and be like, yeah, we make about like $50,000 a show. we make like between $45,000 and $85,000 per show. We could give you like say like 10 grand. We can give you 10 grand. That's hey, that's more than 10% of what we make per show, ma'am. We would love to give you more if we could, but unfortunately, we just don't make that much. It just doesn't, it's very niche. We make just enough to make it work, but not that much more. So look, we want to be a net positive on this town. We would love to make a donation to the Rentham Dick Suckers Association. We would love to be able to do that. We can draw up a contract for that, but we really can't do much more than 10 grand. Sorry. Hey, maybe if we, why don't we get a contract together for 5 years, right? We could do like a 5-year contract. And we'll every season you get 10 grand for 5 years, and then maybe after that we can renegotiate. Does that sound good? They could have done something like that, but they just, I don't know, they just decided not to. So hey, that's up to them. That's up to them what they want to do with their shit. It's none of my business. I'm just somebody who greatly loved and appreciated the product and was willing to sacrifice his time and his energy to try and make it as good as I could, as long as I was on camera, but I guess what do I know? What do I know? Anyway, yeah, it is about time for me to get out of here. I'm glad I streamed tonight. I almost didn't. I haven't been doing good at the whole Wednesday stream thing, but I had a good time with it. And I hope you guys did too. Thank you everybody who popped in today. I'm surprised that I actually broke 100 viewers. I only barely broke 100 viewers, but I broke 100 viewers. What's it called? Yeah, I barely broke 100 viewers, but I did break 100 viewers. I'm surprised at that, specifically because I figured with Fish Tank Season 5 starting, 1, no one would want to watch me in the first place, and then 2, anybody who was sticking around, they'd probably forget about me, if I'm being honest with you. So yeah, thank you everybody who tuned in today. I appreciate that. You think we can get a bit more than that? All these noise complaints aren't going to fix themselves, yeah. And like, that's another thing too, is they should have paid off the neighbors, offer each neighbor. There was like 3 or 4 neighbors. On all sides. Offer them $5,000 for 2 weeks each. $15,000. That is more than worth it. That is more than worth it. Like, fuck, dude. You look like this is something a lot of people don't get. Sometimes you got to pay to make sure everything turns out the right way. Sometimes it's better to pay money than to go through the stress and the strain. And a lot of people don't get this because they think, oh no, I can get something for free. And it's like, yeah, but like, that free thing is probably used and it's probably shitty. And then 2, you have to figure out how you're going to like get that shit to work, and this is one of those situations. It's like, yeah, sure, you could just try your best to not have to, like, you could try your best to not have the neighbors call on you, or you could pay them off and you won't have to worry about it. Make them fucking sign a contract. Hey, you're getting $5,000. Don't call the cops. If you call the cops, we want that $5 grand back. It's that simple. But hey, it is what it is. Anyway, I'm gonna head out. All right. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you, Juan Guzman, for the $10 as well. Usually I say thank you 5 times. I feel like I only said it 4 times this time. So thank you, Juan Guzman, for the 10. I don't know if you're still there. Pay them off and move on. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. We will be streaming, if not Friday, then definitely Saturday. If not Saturday, then definitely Sunday. Although I feel like, I have something going on Sunday, but it's not gonna worry. It's not gonna get in the way of me being able to stream. But yeah, thank you everybody. I appreciate it, and I will talk to you later. Peace.
Suck Sullivan, don't mess with his load, or you will get undone. Spinning round and round, bleeding on the ground. Scotty Rocker, laundry killer, no remorse in this beamer. Fabric assassin, hood cleaner, coming for your Rasta queen. Rape on the washing machine. No used to fight back. MMA, knock your nigga head like a KKK. Hush your nigga mouth if you can't walk the talk. Smokes. Me running really, really fast. Ginger eye round the back of me black ass. Chasing me like a devil, pot belly of the beast. Calling me a dickhead, there is no resist. Closing inch by inch, got me in a pinch. Modern day Scotty Rock a laundry lynch. Assassin, hood cleaner, coming for your Rasta queen. Rape on the washing machine. No use to fight back. MMA, knock your nigga head like a KKK. Hush your nigga mouth if you can't walk the talk. Smoke, me running.